Hi, Mtukuzi. How are you, Murishani? Good evening, guys. Today is, quite something going on. Yep. The story today is ECZ. Welcome. I can't say it's a happy Friday. There's a lot going on with our neighbors there in Tanzania. Hi, Va Mary, Mulishani. Hi, Va Paul. Yes, we are bringing it on. To bring it on. Yes, we are bringing it on. Chiten share. Chiten share. Yeah, share. Lusaka is nice and dark. No malite. Atamalite yali aluko lusengo lwambwa. Somebody sent me a small clip. I laughed, even if I shouldn't be laughing. Yeah. So amalite yali aluko lusengo lwambwa mu Lusaka. No mutima wakanyerere. Nkeyema, good to see you, but Goodwin. Atamalaiti, the latest joke in town, guys. The latest joke in town. Atamalaiti yali aluka lusengo lwambwa no mutima wakanyerere. Kasongo waku Tanzania chinamampela ma demands by the protesters. Election nullified, new constitution, new electoral body, those abducted be set free, pending cases of opposition thrown out. Ma condition barefwaya abena Tanzania. Protesters, power to the people. Hey, basambili the pochimo. Ero muchenjereka. Na isa mkumi warning apa so balelo le shabalina mabai no kila siku bifwaile milandu. Be careful how you comment about this. Mwamfa. Then Zambia. Be careful. I love you guys. I don't want to see people being arrested because of careless commenting and on this Tanzania issue. Mulengu fabe na Zambia. Be politically correct. Be politically correct is my advice. Balelo le la so apa balelo le abantu kupere milandu abantu bazikta na balianji kuite balelo le la nami papa tabe na Zambia. Balia tu equite valero le kupera bena Zambia mirandu. So be very politically correct how you address, how you speak about this Tanzania case. They are waiting balianji kuite balelo lelo kuikata abantu. So ni proceed with caution as you talk about this case iya ku Tanzania. Balia tuikuite balero lela mwebena Zambia. We already have some cases. Abantu badi bapele milandu bali mu court. I think they made a comment on Philadelphia Chike ku Burkina Faso. They were not politically correct. So be very careful. Otherwise, they are going to catch you for inciting or if so a point number one here. iteni abantu tufikeko nangu 50 ba Facebook chilishan kanshi twice a wangu kuliaisa ma big boys. The big boys are coming at 21 hours, so I've come early, guys. No, 20 hours. Allah is a JJ Banda. I want to go watch JJ Banda. So, Twala Ishako Panono before we switch over. Uyun Twanikane. Mutokozi. Avena Twanikane, Valero kupera abantu imirandu. Twa papa, avena Zambia. Avena Twanikane, Valero Rera. Mkwai bapongoshi, munishani bapongoshi. Ninkwatako na bapongoshi pano. It's Friday, guys. Okay, I'm not laughing. It's Friday. It's not a happy Friday. Kunoni Halloween, you know. But they celebrate when if you're Halloween. But Ilya Shinadi because of Tanzania. And we are worried about Tanzania because of they are our neighbor. Mubai Bobari to ever love thy neighbor. So thy neighbor is Tanzania kuyama problem. So we are worried. And Kenya, in fact the Kenyans na beba bena Tanzania tingamule foya ukweba tuise tumwafwe tuebeni. So by Kenya bena na batakale they have opened they have stretched their hand to help the Tanzanians abena Kenya. Abena Kenya na wabeba kari abena Tanzania ukweba tingamule foya tuise tumwafwe. Just say it will be there. Even as Tanzania is our neighbor, we have to compare. Kabili we are all African. Monsetu aba musadeki. Mungulu washani. Iwe ntuwa nikane iwe. Ichi uwu pupo wako bachi mule tuisala pakanwa. Leke ni mwebe na ntuwa nikane. Mule tuwakula mirumbula machine. Kabili wa zikita bane nukutu mafye phone. Iwe ntuwa nikane wa ulelanda. Tule kukushita kompea Zambia na Zimbabwe. Kuchi tuwakana shanu kushita kompea Zambia Zambia na Tanzania. We are one and the same. Tuli bantu bomwetu abamusadiki moine. We are neighbors. Love thy neighbor. Elokuda port da. Ekuingira all the goods come from da there. So Fidefiongo, you will start seeing shortages in Zambia. Elomule under part don't compare. We have to compare. We are Africans and they are our neighbors and was to our musadiki. And Zambia depends on Port Dar es Salaam to import our goods and services. We are a landlocked country. So, uyomuntu lele mbapa, uyuntu anikani lele mbapati. Don't compare Zambia to Zimbabwe. To Tanzania. Mungulu. We have to compare. You see what's happening in Africa? Atimuzimu won't change. The velocity, to borrow Badaba and Tuanikan's words, that the velocity is moving slowly around Africa. Yama words Yaban Tuanikan, Mali umfat velocity, the velocity of water, the velocity of elections. I'll borrow his words. Hey Drew, how are you? The velocity of elections is moving slowly. From Malawi, yalienda yaya ku Madagascar kulia. Number from Madagascar ilimu Tanzania. Next is Zambia. The velocity of election is moving slowly. Alright. You know, we are just worried. We hope things can be resolved in Tanzania as soon as possible. The woman, she has run away na mumona ma video na abutukana mayo mulika chopa. Abutukana mayo ulia. Bena Zambia iseni kunoko each other. Bala samasane shintungurushi. Nga mwashibika pa mpando bambo kula musaliutira aimyana matwi. Ishintungurushi nga mwabapele mipando. They forget that power belongs to the people. So now we are here to remind them. We are here to remind them. Intunguru shishira samwa. They somebody le pochimo. I am just here to warm up the seats. Today I'm kutamba ba JJ Banda. Bala is about 20 hours. I want to watch by JJ Banda. But we thank God for Munia Zulu's case. One of them, he was acquitted, and the one he's serving, hopefully he will get out in December. So that is some good news. But you know, election, it's a time Africa should be free. Avena Africa kuilula fwebeni. Na mumona uli omusoja uli abantu obale celebrate. Na mumona omusoja uli owakene mpiyo kumubosha akano kumubosha. Uli omusoja ali kano kumubosha. $1 million akana. Achibala mpela $1 million uyu mulumendo na mumona. Commander wa army uyu. Salute to this commander. Mwe bantu bakwalesa commander uyu wa Tanzania. We salute this commander. Commander wa Tanzania, we salute him. Eba umia baba umebanshindo. Standing with the people mwe bantu bakwalesa. Share. This video need to go far and wide. This is the commander. Bali mupela atibale muchita promise. Commander aliemo bampera $1 million nenganda bamuchita promise kufialo. Nombelekeni miebe. Let me tell you if ichitika. Ishishine mpia babalaya. Shira bamuma foreign bank account omoshiba. Babalaya. Baba pela kabili shakwiba so teti bashibike mu local bank. So you commander bali mulaya 1 million mbibali so an account muishinali yako bamupela na statement impiesh nenganda bamupela na ma title deeds. But you know if ichitika babantu efe bachita babantu ka bali shibati ama Africa kwamba fenaka linakale twali kwato ubupuba bwa kuishitisha ubupuba ubwa kuishitisha mu Africa. That's why Africa ilewelera kunuma because twali kwato ubupuba ubwa kuishitisha. So Africa naibuka takuli ukulashitisha abantu benu imini neni na abantu benu fyali amboko kumanani kane kulia kumasa heo fyali ambakale muzimu wakano kushitishe chalo wali amba wamba kumasa heo uleisa bonse mu Africa nababuka takuli ukushitishe chalo mulepo kama 1 million ero ababeni abapera bama 1 million ma mining companies eba pere minsaka shandala mesh. Ama mining companies eba funyo tusaka tuandalama baya kuli commander kabili ema mining interest ero ku Tanzania kwali ba mabwe achikwali ba diamond kwali bana neshi kwali bana Tanzanite kwa bana nama gold ku Tanzania. So kuliana kwena ma mining companies chali diba kulabosha intungurushi bale shibosha shirepo kempia abantu bale chula. So nomba ulia commander bamupromisa Fiafine, you know, history repeats itself. Even in the Bible, bali mutuele ba mutuala palupiri ba ilandi yonsei nanakpera ibe yobi. $1 million values on a bank account nanakpera. So number if we are saying thank you to that commander wa Tanzania. And you know if chitika shirimpiya nga babalaya balabepa ya nokubepa ya tabashimona bamupera ma passport nenga ndeyo ine bamupera kulya kwenyoko aya bala fwe shishishi kwa na bwino ndemye bafi bali kwa tefisere fibi so aba bantu so ulyanga ali sende mpia ulya nga bali ya mukiriya kulya kwine bamukiriya nempia shashara so nishfinshe fo wachitisha abantu bobe ero wakonke fyuma fyaro fyabe no kwine bayakukiriya kali nempia shiba mu account ya mu fyaro fyabo so tabakwatana access kumpia ilya ero nanguri mu Zambia wapoka because impia shira beshingi sana abengi fyafini kwathi ngani mu Zambia ngaku either way ingawakana it's either whether wasumina or wa chitanani washipoke mpia bala bakiriya so chawo mafya wayiminina nabantu you die for something to liberate your people so kudos that's commander wa Tanzania number problem to analyze number we are analyzing situation here ku Tanzania what went wrong in Tanzania. Yes, let's subscribe to the channels on YouTube. Get your voters card. Register to vote. Register to vote, yes. Register to vote. Mwebantu bakwalesa. We are analyzing what has happened, what just happened in Tanzania. And the number one thing is there is patriotism, starting with that military commander. That military commander, Mwandi, muntu sana. He even refused to use live ammunition. Ali kana military commander, Mwandi mona bale itira abantu amenshi. They were pouring people water tababo mfeshepo live ammunition. Ali kana. And the bali soka we win a military commander soka na ba police. The police were warned, don't use live ammunition. Like any to milange mule mona today na to milange kale picture yapa army commander. You seen the guy? That's the army commander who refused to get 1 million bribe. He stood with the people. And then we were in a command, the army warned the police not to use live bullets. Kwali fya mensh, wale itila fya bantu wa mensh. Mwamona. Aywa mensh, wale itila bantu wa mensh. So the commander, the police, bali kano kubomfya live ammunition. Bale itila fya bantu wa menshi. Because commander Ali Kanya kubomfya infuti live bullet bali kana bale bomfya fya menshi. Ero nomba abantu abonga mulemona. These are the people. Power to the people. Elo panonshi le fama ba UPND na ba imakali okulala ndati ati mule ikata abantu bonse haiba Josephs abantu bonse mule bekata balelanda pali Tanzania. Okay, mwasa mwashani mwentunguru shishimo bushemwali yapo na kuskuru. How can you tell people not to comment on something that is happening around the world? It's a breaking news. Munefa mkatwale na cyber law ku Tanzania. Oh, once. Ningo fati na mambo kusoka abantu ati tuilalanda pa village ka ku Tanzania. Ero karaka kapuba number 1 karaka munda diaspora atireke no kuchita insight yabantu. Takuli kuchita insight yabantu tulela ndefire chitika. No. Pali ule bachibe na Zambia na imuka chitefi. No one is saying that. We are just saying what has happened in what is happening if tulela ndap. Emali ashtulela ndap. Mwaise ni ba Elia na ba Milinga. So we are just talking about what is happening in Tanzania. No kutotela ba commander ba commander ba army commander mwandi ni lesa le mipala bama commanders bali mu Africa na bacha mumwe nango ku Madagascar. Even in Madagascar, the army commander who did not compromise. They stood with the people. The army commander in Madagascar stood with the people. The army commander in Tanzania stood with the people. Hallelujah. Eh? Problem niwa ECZ. The problem is by ECZ. Mozambique. Look at what happened in Mozambique. Mozambique, they were compromised. Abantu barifwa. I don't even know what is happening in Mozambique now.
Madam President.
Go ahead.
This is what we talk about. Elections must be taken seriously. The process of elections must be taken seriously. If there is anything that is most sensitive in any given country, is the handling of elections. Sometimes you may try to bulldoze people because you feel you have power and you can do anything. But this is exactly what is happening in Tanzania, because that lady felt she had absolute power as a president, went on suppressing, dissent views. She went on jailing, opposition political members. And people should understand that a country is given by God to people. And when people give you a privilege to preside over their affairs, it doesn't mean you are a king or, you become untouchable. You must understand that you are given that privilege to rule over those people. You are not the only person that has the capacity. No. It's a privilege that, millions of people have given you to govern them. And therefore, you should govern them based on the aspiration and the desires of the country people, not what you always want. And the worst thing any government can actually do is to suppress the views of people. When you suppress people, when people are not talking, when people's rights are, really stamped on, the thing is that it's there, the reality is there, the anger is there, it just boils inside. It's just like very dry firewood that is just waiting for a match, to ignite it. And this is what we've seen in Tanzania, because this lady, she had been given a privilege after the death of Magufuli, and, she took over. And taking over, instead of really governing the country in the light of the desires and the aspiration of people, she did a different thing. And sadly, this is where we are. So very sad for that country. So very sad. And we hope that other leaders around Africa are learning from what is happening, because Tanzania has been one of those countries that are peaceful. It has been one of those countries that people looked to in so many areas in terms of the economy and the peace and everything. But you can never take people for granted for long. And this is what we've seen in Tanzania. I thank you, Mama.
Thank you, by Josephs. And the other thing is Tanzania is our port. We are a landlocked country, so Zambia, we depend on that port for importing our goods. So this is going to be a big problem. This is going to be a big problem. Mama Melenga or Mama, my daughter of Zion, you want to comment? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts.
Mama President, I think what I can say is I think it's an example to our country. If people are saying people should listen, that's why we are saying you are not fighting with the opposition, you are fighting with Zambians. So even what is happening in Tanzania, it's an example that the government, they thought they can fight with opposition without knowing that they are fighting with the people. So people, you should listen. When people are talking on platforms, they are telling you government, you should listen what people are saying. Because if there is a movement,
Africa.
In Africa, you know, and we cannot even deny that you cannot compare, because by UPND Namkwata system that you cannot compare Tanzania and Zambia. It's Africa.
Africa for Africans. It's a global movement. Africa for Africans. Ishtana isa. Fiafine movement ya ishiria kupoka independence. This time to epoka economic independence. The time has come.
Exactly.
In Shitana Ifika, we got our political independence, but now in Shitana Ifika for African to get their economic independence. Opo tufikiri.
Elo nshita tufikire potential ya kweba tiyo nangumpere chitenge nangumpere njikapoka.
Bakalete ngondo awawe na bakweba tibalepoke fya kupoka mukaleta ifyongo. Yes.
People nabasala poka.
Yes. People will not sit and watch.
Yes. Namumona n'abantu namumona n'abene bakemba banyimbo ababale mpenyimbo sha kusupport sha campaign namunefre chikabudu esambireni pochimo
awo basalapuke mwandini tulebe bafye pantu nangu mumone kesi yabalungu kulya kachabinga filya kalela ndati judge aliyemo judge balilisha mu batufyali pena. You know, so mwandini, we are just here to say, let us learn. I've seen an article online from former Minister of Cabinet, Bambola. He has also said, let GRZ learn from what's happening in Tanzania. Because if it's Zambia, tafiweme. Tafiweme, or today dringa na bill 7 already over to patikisha. You know? Iliya day ya kuvota. Na mumona ule bachitoba olupi. Ba, na bamutoba olupi polling officer kulya. Abantu na bekala quiet, but day ya kuvota ndemi ebafye. Abantu amatempo yalebira uka. Utapali knowledge to incite anyone. It is our freedom of expression kuti tualande for tuleumfwa. If you feel if you bali tako na chisaiba law atwidalanda no mamone ni lesefyo aba. Bali leta saiba law atwidalanda but if file chika mufyalo fya bene. So no bakuti batu ikatashani pakulanda pa file chika mufyalo fya bene. Mwamona lesefyo aba. So their cyber law is useless because by later cyber law no balesa ale tusambirisha maleso na ya kalamba kwamba mufyalo fyabeni. We are learning examples. Eyote watu kanye. If ilechika mu Tanzania te cyber space yaba zikita. Olo if ya chitike ku Madagascar. They cannot stop us from what is happening in the world. They cannot.
Not at all.
Yeah. Even if what is happening in Zambia, they cannot stop us. I am just here to warn Zambians to be politically correct, because whatever you post, but be politically correct. Area shirio. But inga mwalanda fefimwefima wedi utuwampela chi sedition. Inciting charge they can give you, but we are here to warn each other to say, let us be politically correct. It's not what you say, but how you say it. So tien tulelanda, but it's could be careful how we say things. Because if ngatuafuma munshira bala tupela saibalo. Bala tupela inciting whatever. Fimaru filia mukolonio filia. Kai babomba naba mukolonio kufukula kutwikatira. Ukweba tivena bena bali umana kapinaba mukolonio. Ukula tuibira mabwe na twikana.
Mama President, what is happening to Tanzania? They should learn something that 2026. If you have a right.
Useless ni nonko wa mfaiwo lesa mkunje batu useless woman. Noko useless. Pantu urimu, I'm sure you are a youth urimurumendo. Umurumendo fyoba fyala fye wino na 5 senses. Kuti ya support obuteko ubulepera ama tax holiday kudi ba muisa bale senda mabwe. Upu bobo. Ufunye no upu bobo be page. Me, I don't even care. Even if there is one person who's watching, it's okay as long as that person the mind is in the right frame. Muna support abantu bale tunta mabe yenu. Africa, we need the economic independence. Everywhere. Muna isa spirit. Filia child muma 1960s are all the African countries got independence, political independence. And now it has taken us almost 60 years to come and reach here. Pakuti nomba tuisuke amenso in Africa. Tule randati. Tien tupoke nomba economic independence. Ere momrelu mbefia bupuba. Muli bapuba kabili na mwali kuta CDF echo mulelu mbila. Tukesa chichita scrap na chi CDF echo chini. Ule isa pafye mukutasha ni beneficiary ali dala liyamo muli CDF. And even the CDF, all the projects, so much, mandongo, if you are federal, how can some of the buildings, nendo for muselu, nganarole shama building ya mwe wakura ya CDF, ndonfano muselu. How can, in this year, 2025, if you could refer wakula under CDF, tiwa papa, kutuwa hii pusha, tuwa tulowa ni nani? Uwa tulo waninani we na Zambia. Look at ama CDF projects vale kula baba UPND. Kwat kumamanta ikafi kwat katwishi. If ma building, if ya mandongo. This building will fall after 1 or 2 years of rainy season. Fika toba ikafi mbifire toba ikana kari. But we have countries where bali kulama buildings from 16th century fyali minina. Ero mule rumba imwe. Nama building fyaya shire ba lungu ECL. Fyali minina. Kuchua muna tieni building ni bridge. But under this UPND government, ero mule rumba tawakwa na go ufiro wa ya kuchainama. Mweba rumba CDF project go to China. We don't want Natukana. We need the economic independence Mozambique. So ku Tanzania, that commander Eva Umebadia, those are real men. The commander in Tanzania, God bless you. God bless that commander in Tanzania. Mwena isa pano kabien kuma page yenu mwaishula shan pa page yandi ifatu ishire mkulanda pano.
They are sent basically to come on pages that are speaking, but I think we have the right and the freedom to comment on the affairs of the world. It's a global village.
Even our affairs of Zambia. Because Zambia,
yes,
if you
actually stop us from talking
yes
on what is happening in Tanzania. it's a great lesson actually for leaders of the African continent.
Even the leaders of Zambia.
Yeah, time has evolved. You know, the way people used to look at situations in the past is no longer the same. The way people viewed, you know, things. And I think for our government, they should take a lesson, especially ECZ. ECZ must take these concerns that people are raising in Zambia in the electoral process seriously, because, you know, they should remember what happened to Rupia Banda. When people have arrived at a point where they are saying we are not taking any losses, they should understand that this is things can actually change. And let them really take these concerns that people are raising seriously. Thank you, Mama.
Yeah. So, tuishire mkumieva, tuishire mkubena Zambia, be careful. Ilili ashirire chitika ku Tanzania. Awa mungulu navema bali pama page nga walanda fengata oli politically correct. They'll give you a case for sedition or inciting. So if otete batukanyo kulanda tuli mazambians elo fimofi nefire chika mu Zambia efya chika na ku Tanzania ku ECZ kuli compromise voter registration kuli ama problems kuma opposition camp people and the number of voters is reducing in the opposition camps and the number of voters is increasing kuma stronghold. ECZ is compromised. There is voter suppression. Yesterday we came here, we said there is a link here kuya mkuchita submit ku technical committee, but wale ichitafe distribute kuli ba UPND camp. Lo and behold the link na tuimona. So bano ofefyo tulanda after tuwa ilisha nyamairo linki tuwa imona yambo kulapitana mumushi kuli technical committee ya ine yaba idigo. Batoni Zambia kutimwa isa ku TikTok. Yeah. So we are here to congratulate the army commander ulewa ku Tanzania for standing with the people. Eva umebadia. Not Muzambia ka video gone viral jaji aliemo. Alaba umeba Muzambia ba mumwandini. They are a disgrace to our country. Mark my words. I said some of them. Some of the men in Zambia, they are a disgrace. I said some of the men, mark my words. We went viral not too long ago. Judge Ariemo trying to go and bribe a judge in a foreign country. What kind of a country are we? We went viral. No, Baba Nenu, viral for standing with the people. Eva umiaba. Those are the men. You go viral to refuse $1 million. Can you imagine? Leadership. Nentepenga na ufwala pali uniform wewe komanda ule yumfwa. You are commanding loyalty, dignity, integrity. May you go viral for refusing a $1 million bribe. Not wire viral. Paka Uma achi tuli ariemo jaji ariemo. Zambia shimuke ni mena Zambia. We cannot be a country celebrating ubupuba. Akamuntu kali ya viral kulalanda jaji ariemo. Eka wapanze den bisi kalelanda. Amwari puishe chalo chesu. You have finished Zambia to nothing. Compare and contrast. Kumbi New Zealand breaking a man refuses $1 million and a house are viral to save the nation from a corrupt regime. Now, on the other hand, if we have akamuntu kaleya viral for Judge Ariemo. Judge Afuriaria, and we are celebrating that person at Banapa News. Alamwandi ni wuwu teko wa UPND. Mwalipuisha Zambia. Zambia is trending for all the wrong reasons. And I hope this commander from Tanzania will be a eye-opener to some of these people in Zambia. But spicy. Diamond Platinum stood with his people. Mwamona, Diamond Platinums na mumona, they are musician kuria, I delete my picture fya wufyonse fya kwa ulia woman ulia. But if I'm a musician, yes, you are to Yemo. Bulia bushkuniwa yo mapsi, achi yo, it's a paycheck. Ninchi tofya, kabili barem foresha. I'm like, really? Ngoko wenga mwena $1 million. Kuti bachitenshi. $1 million US. Bam. What can they do? You are a musician and you can't stand with your people. We saw all of them, they are singing praises for a corrupt government here by UPND. All of them, you can name them. Because what I'm saying is true. For our musician, it is true. It is on social media. They are all supporting a corrupt government oppressing the citizens. Tuambire kuri yo maps chira wona ena alifunya kalwimbo ngani muzozo pa muzozo ali na mkushana pali bridge ya beni. You have no shame. Kuti wema umefe we mkuru walikula walina no kuina kukuli ya bwino wa mkushana pa bridge ya beni ati Legacy katushishire chimbo cho aleshane cha upuwa. People like Yanti Uyumiri na yena, thank you daddy for free education. Like really? Zambian celebrities, they are a disgrace. Okay, ngamuleri yanganabe I would respect Zambian celebrities. Ingabaleria, but tabaleisa ku public. They are not flaunting their riches or whatever they are being paid by the government. I will respect them if they are not flaunting fiance for Baleria from the government. Inganabe kalafe quietly, I can respect them. Nganiwa mtale Mwanza bali uko atikusha ku Maldives kulia. Our ones Emma celebrities twakwata. In the midst of abantu balechula muchalo, our celebrities bena baleli lapo. Tayari kuti afula no kufula pali win $1 million US. Kuti aendo bwamba, he can do whatever he can, whatever you ask him kuti afichita. But if we tuletotela fe ba commander bali aba ku Tanzania eba ume tulefire is a good example to all the countries that are going to have elections. Mama Elia na mkwata mashiwi. Okay, mwalala nanga mwaba ready. Baka suba, maybe you can leave and come back. Ile shupo joiner. Can you drop and come back? Oh my joiner. Hello mama. Okay, so tulela ndati if ilechika ku Tanzania mwe bantu bakwalesa, we thank that commander. We thank the commander for refusing to take the bribe. Ali kananoko ale kalipira na ba police. He told the police not to use live ammunition. So by judiciary nabo mfesoni because abalengera ama problems mu chalomu. It's the judiciary and the legislature. Mwamona, baleka kabantu na ba ECZ. Eba leteria ma problems ku Tanzania. Ba ECZ ba ku Tanzania, ba judiciary na ba legislature. Mulia mu parliament, efyo ba lechita. Nomba mwamone ni chalo shuwa, millions of people's lives. Abantu ku Tanzania bengi, there are over 70 million people. Mwamona. Ukufaya judge aliyemo batuliyemo ba judge ku Tanzania kulya. Ebaletera ama problems. Ebaleka ka abantu ku ECZ ba ECZ nga chako bati. Ma? Okay, babwera live. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So ku ECZ baleka kawa ku ECZ na kwenda kulya kwali fi efo bale chitafimo. Na mumona uli abachitobo olupi polling officer. Polling officer was slapped. Belawela, how are you? Mulishani ba the heartland eniko. Muleba politically. Okay. Can you request to join if you want to join? Oh, back when? Yeah. So, area shiro ku Tanzania kumwandini tusambile pochimu. Because if you lechika ku Tanzania, if you lechika na Mozambique, judiciary Mozambique aliba compromised. Va imina ukukaka abantu. Yeah. Ba imina okulaka kabantu. But today ya kuvota. If into tatamata tafiaka wami tafiaka if into tafika vipa. Ndemye bafi.
Kai namona bakwinga.
Mwikele mpepi na radio na mkwata echo.
If icharo chesta sene nefets kap Tanzania. So number babale deka bafire bamono kwebati end time na ifo fira Mzambia kusifia stika. Mamonaka. Kusifia stika na ifo bene kaya abantu choma takwasi ndimitima tashikali babati ni shimitima shira karipa. Lolo ni muna wine kateko wa uli kudia ku Tanzania fino fu baremo na bali mono na ino fu baremo na kwasa abantu palo fu baremo tapaine chile bakalisho mutsi. So one day Christmas.
Therefore, I'm moving for Obama. Mashu yala ndide ba Barack Obama.
In the middle of the game, just to stay in office. It risks instability and strife, as we've seen in Burundi. And this is often just a first step down a perilous path. And sometimes you'll hear a leader say, well, I'm the only person who can hold this nation together. If that's true, then that leader has failed to truly build their nation. You look at Nelson Mandela. Madiba, like George Washington, forged a lasting legacy, not only because of what they did in office, but because they were willing to leave office and transfer power peacefully. And just as the African Union has condemned coups and illegitimate transfers of power, the AU's authority and strong voice can also help the people of Africa ensure that their leaders abide by term limits and their constitutions. Nobody should be president for life. And your country's better off if you have new blood and new ideas.
Mwaumfwa, ini lo lege nijibike pa Bluetooth. Ni wa Barack Obama. Abaleland. Okay, now you freak, huh? Okay. So that's President Barack Obama.
When a leader tries to change the rules in the middle of the game just to stay in office, it risks instability and strife, as we've seen in Burundi. And this is often just a first step down a perilous path. And sometimes you'll hear a leader say, well, I'm the only person who can hold this nation together.
If that's true, then that leader has failed to truly build their nation. You look at Nelson Mandela. Madiba, like George Washington, forged a lasting legacy, not only because of what they did in office, but because they were willing to leave office and transfer power peacefully. And just as the African Union has condemned coups and illegitimate transfers of power, the AU's authority and strong voice can also help the people of Africa ensure that their leaders abide by term limits and their constitutions. Nobody should be president for life. And your country's better off if you have new blood and new ideas.
One fois. Nalanda Barila Dama point. Term limits. No president should be a president for life. That is Barack Obama. No president should change the rules of the game in the last minute. That is Bill 7. This is what they are trying to do. So tien tutambe by JJ Banda, nalasha TikTok on, but nalashimia Facebook. But Facebook, I'm ending the Facebook live and then I will be playing JJ's live. Yeah. But yeah, Tulipano, it's gonna be a long day today. Otherwise, by TikTok, I'm just gonna